Hello, this is Brett Nolan from AppBag.net. Today I have a preview of the upcoming digital adaptation of Northstar Games' brilliant tactical Darwinian board game, Evolution. Before I start, I just want to be clear that any footage you see is from an alpha build of the game, and anything could change before the final release, but this should give you a good idea of what the game is going to be like. I want to make it clear that this is not a paid advertisement. The team at Northstar, I told them how much I loved their game the very first time I played it, and they asked me if I wanted to do a preview video for this Kickstarter campaign, and I jumped at the chance. So this is my feelings, my thoughts. I am not being paid to tell you what I feel about this game. In Evolution, for those of you that haven't played the game before, it's a game in which players are competing to create, populate, feed, and evolve their own unique species of animals by playing handfuls of these multi-use cards. It's actually this multi-use aspect of the game which I personally find really compelling, as it gives players a good deal of freedom to craft their own strategies and figure out how they want to play and what approach they want to take. Each round, players start by selecting one of their cards, and they're going to play it for the food value that's listed on the card. This food goes into the common pool in the watering hole, and everyone's doing it secretly, so you don't know how much food each person's putting in until it's revealed and you see the total amount of food that's going to be available for all players to try to feed their various species. So each player is simultaneously deciding how to use their handful of cards. They can use any card that they want to start a new species, and then apply these cards to increase the population of that species, to increase their physical size. They can add up to 3 different traits to their species, which could be things like adding a long neck so they grab food right away before the rest of the people do, or maybe they add a hard shell to help protect them from a predator, or even they can turn their species into a predator and make them a carnivore, so now they will no longer eat from that common food pool, but rather they'll attack other species and eat them for food. Then it's the feeding phase. This is the big phase where you're going to earn your points, because you are now going to try to either feed your species from that common pool in the watering hole, or you're going to, if they're carnivores, try and attack, hopefully, some of your other species and not have to eat some of your own. Finally, new cards are dealt, and the cycle continues over the course of 7 rounds, and then at the end of that 7 rounds, you are going to add up the total amount of food that each player has eaten, and then you have a winner. Evolution is a great little strategic game, especially once you start to see all of these different trait cards and how they play off of one another, and the combinations you can build and the species you can build, and every game just feels so different because of that. While I had certainly heard of the board game Evolution, I never actually played it before until I got a demo of this app at PAX East earlier this year, and I was immediately hooked. I play a lot of digital board games. They have to be my favorite genre of games on the iPad. The touch control is just so intuitive and it's perfectly in that medium. For me, a great digital board game app meets certain criteria, and this Evolution app hits all of these hallmarks. First and foremost, it has to have an interactive or at least some sort of tutorial, and this app has not only a tutorial but an incredible interactive tutorial that not only teaches players the basic rules of the game but also basic strategy, so then they can expand on that and form their own strategy and play through the game. The final release of the app will offer not only a single player mode where you play against 3 levels of AI players, but also a single player campaign mode, and then there will also be an online multiplayer mode where you compete against friends and strangers, and when you compete against people you don't know, you're matched up based on your skill level. So that way you're not always playing people that are way outrank you. It uses a skill system so it knows how well you play and tries to match you up with players of like skills. So that's perfect. That's exactly what you want, so you don't get discouraged by constantly getting people that are way better than you. I love that they're implementing this sort of system. A great digital board game is more than just a board put on a screen. It's about elevating that experience and creating something you couldn't necessarily do on the physical game. And the team at North Star Games have done an awesome job here. The animations are beautiful, the soundtrack is wonderful, and when you go and you turn the species into a carnivore, you see those claws pop out and you feel it. It's a visceral feeling as you drag and attack the other species and eat these species up to feed your carnivores. And you couldn't do that in the cardboard game. And I love the fact that they've gone all out and really put so much effort and polish into this and create this experience that it is an experience. You are engaged by it. And this is one of the things that really caught my eye the very first time I played it, and why I want to play more, and why I want to back this campaign and see this project succeed. Well, the app won't be officially releasing until sometime next year. Depending on your pledge level, backers of this Kickstarter campaign will also gain access to beta versions on Steam, Android, and iOS as soon as the campaign finishes. So you don't even have to wait until next year to play. As soon as this campaign's over, you'll be in these betas. You'll be able to get to play early builds of the game. You'll get to shape the game. You'll get to put your comments and ideas into this, and it's such a cool experience. If you haven't played a beta version, there are going to be bugs here and there, but one of the best things about it is that you get to help shape the final experience that everyone else is going to play. And not only will you get the access to these betas, most of these campaign pledge levels give you the released version. So you're just basically pre-buying the release version, but then you get all these months and months of getting to play the game before anyone else, and you get to help shape it, which is just a really cool experience. And beyond the beta access and the released version, there are all kinds of other cool perks that you can get by backing this campaign. I'm not going to go through the full list, but there are physical copies of the games, there's tournaments against the developers, there's some Kickstarter exclusive art, you get an avatar, a Kickstarter exclusive avatar, there's a whole bunch of things that are really worth backing. So I definitely recommend you go to the Kickstarter page. I'll put a link in the bottom of this video, and you'll be able to go and see all the different perks. If you enjoy digital board games, this Evolution app is really fantastic, and this is just an alpha build that I've been playing, so I can't wait to see how the final release looks, because it already looks amazing. So definitely check out the Kickstarter, consider backing if you can.